much do you reckon it's all worth per day?
Well, how much is a human life worth? With all that food, we could be eating everyone on the planet. So how much is a life worth?
As the world moves around us at 1,000,000 miles an hour, what is garbage in our society? And if it really is garbage, why has it become so difficult to obtain?
Welcome to the wacky world of overproduction.
This fringe movement, soup kitchens come and sprout up in the inner city and just everywhere. In most cities they got these. People go dumpstering, get food for free and cook it up together communally, and then they have these soup kitchens. And they can, you know, cook for hundreds of people and get food out there.
We are going to see if there's any food in the bins. And not just food. There are all sorts of things. The security card comes, we just say, oh, you know, we're just looking for food. And usually they say, oh, well, you know, put it back. And then we say, no. This is like food that is wasted. You know, things are going to run out, and people don't take that into consideration. We're living in a finite world, and people are treating it as if it's going to last forever. And, you know, one day people are going to wake up to reality and say, oh, where did all our food go? You know, we're getting hungry. And the big, you know, irony of this age is that that there is enough food to feed the whole planet several times over. So the big disasters are yet possibly to come.
My name is Prudence Roberts. I'm an environmental science law student. I'm third year in both. I'm very concerned about food wastage and the theory of accumulation of little bits adding up and our perception of what is waste.
It's something about like that act of being from a shelf in a bin magically changes the whole status of like what this stuff is, from like something you might buy to holy shit, that's garbage, I'm not going to go anywhere near that, it's really unhygienic. You don't know where that's been, but we do know where it's been. We you know, can figure things out.
Can you explain to me dumpster diving?
Going to big dumpsters, generally near, so maybe it's best outside big supermarkets, shopping complexes, and going in, and there can be like, sometimes the produce will be like a bit manky and floating around and gross. Other times there are packaged stuff, like just goods, tins, things in that you can just go, oh, and eat, and it's not dirty at all. It's just this idea of it being in a dumpster that might make it dirty.
This should be illegal to throw this out.
I mean, it's good that people do it because you're not wasting that food, but then you've got to look at the other point of the problem and see why it's happening in the first place. How Woolworths and how different corporations and companies can be allowed to produce so much waste on a daily basis.
Happy Mother's Day. Mother's Day cupcake. It's not even Mother's Day and they're already throwing Mother's Day cupcake. Like think about that. Think about that. It's not Mother's Day yet and they're throwing Mother's Day cupcakes out.
One of the main problems is that this amount of stuff or food or whatever is produced. Like, it's not just consumption rates, it's production rates. But as long as there's a market, things are going to be produced. But like, if you can get enough people to reduce the demand, then production would reduce.
Before May 7th, this stuff didn't even get unloaded to be sold. It stayed behind in the warehouse, behind the supermarket, and they've got too much in and they're chucking it out and they've never left the crate.
That's going into the bin.
And this is happening behind every supermarket. Behind every supermarket, every day in the Western world.
In Southwest. Southwest?
Southwest sauce.
Southwest.
As they say, you know, think globally, but act locally. I mean, that is kind of the philosophy behind this as well. And if you produce your own soil, you know, and produce your own vegetables, that's even better than doing this, you know. And that's all about being autonomous as well, you know, taking away the power from big companies and just becoming small scale. It's all about closing the circle, essentially. At the moment we have an open system. You know, food comes in, some of it's consumed by us and it goes out. But it doesn't come back around to the beginning again.
I can't even keep up with the amount of potatoes.
Enough potatoes. An alternative is possible to our unsustainable lifestyle.
It is not a potato. This is food.
This is life.
First, it's a potato. Second, it's food. Thirdly, it's compost.
Never is it garbage.
You got the picture. Excellent.